Hi my lovelies, welcome back to another Cook With Me. I am doing a roast dinner. Last time I did one, I wish I'd filmed and put it on here. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to do roast chicken. So let's just get started. So I've gone for the chicken in the bag just because it's the biggest size that Asda's had at the time. But they're not bad. You know, they do the job. So this one is stuffed and flavoured, ready to go. I can do it myself, but I don't need to since it is already done. And I don't want to add any more to it and overpower it with too many flavours. So I will keep that as it is. But you will see me flavouring other things, so stay on for that. So we got the cauliflower and carrots that are gonna be honey roasted in the oven. I'm gonna top and tail the carrots and then we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna lightly salt the veg with garlic, Maldon sea salt. Honestly, it does make a bloody difference in with the flavour. And then we're just gonna go with some pepper all over that. Now for the best bit, the honey on the veg. Oh my god, honey on roasted veg is so good. You don't need a lot of honey, just a drizzle. And then one more thing we're gonna add. We are now gonna add this garlic infused oil. Again, you don't need a lot. Hang on a sec. That's better. Lovely. That is going to be mixed up and ready to put in the oven. I did cheat with the Yorkshires, okay? That's the only cheat I've done. And you could argue I cheated with the chicken, but never mind. So the chicken and veg, we will leave in there for half an hour, about between 150 and 200, and then we're gonna check it and see how they're both getting on. So I'll see you in half an hour, but for you it won't be half an hour, it will be a second. So the chicken has not been in for a massive amount of time, but I thought I would show you how it's looking, because it's not looking too bad. Look at that. Just preparing the potatoes for the roasties, but I just wanted to appreciate the chicken for a minute because it's looking alright. We are going to put it lower and put the vegetables at the top now, but looking good. This is the part where if you want to speed it up a bit, turn it up a bit. So I've turned it up a little bit, but not too much. I don't want to burn the veg. But yeah, I will be back when the potatoes are ready to go in the oven, and I'll tell you how I get them nice and crispy. In my household, we are not about wastage of food, so don't chuck away the skins. If you use the skins and you put them in the oven or roast them or deep fry them, you got a lightly potato skin as a really good snack. So, as is obvious, you salt the potatoes. Don't want to put too much in because we will add more to the roasting tray. And then just get those on about 15 minutes. You know the difference. So how do you know when the potatoes are ready to be roasted or mashed? There is a good way of knowing the difference. So if the potatoes fall off the knife, you know they're done and ready to be roasted in the oven. With mash, it's when you can cut through the potatoes, but you need to test out more than one to really know. That is your next tip of the video. And now we just have 15 minutes in the pan here, and then we will check them and they should be ready. I will be adding more water, but Yeah, that's pretty much the next step. So I'm just checking on the veg, but I'm thinking once you turn them over, if you want to, this is optional, to add a bit more honey. So that is what I am doing now. There we go. Now we can put them back in and give them longer because they are not done. Once the potatoes are done and in the oven, I will then start to caramelise my onion for the red onion gravy. Once you've seen how I do my gravy, hopefully you will never want to buy Bisto again, because honestly, when you can do it yourself and make it with the nice meat juices, it's going to taste so much better. And I know a tip on how to thicken it as well, so you won't need Bisto, trust me. So potatoes are ready to go in the oven. The tray with the garlic infused oil and garlic sea salt is in there. We're going to add a herb and then we just let them roast. So give them a little shake as you do, and then once you've done that, you just put them into there and let the magic happen. So now we are frying off the onions. We're going to caramelise them for the gravy. Adding oil stops the butter from burning, and if you don't want to stand here for ages, one thing you can do to speed up the caramelization is vinegar or sugar. Now I don't want it to taste too vinegary and I ran out, so sugar is what I'm going to add. Sugar is added and you stir that until it's caramelized. A quick food tip for those that didn't know: sweating is where you're cooking it until it changes colour. Okay, when you're caramelizing something, it will need to go a lot darker. So when your onions are looking like that, that is when they are caramelized. This is the stage where you add the water from the potatoes cooked in and the meat juices, and then I'm going to show you how to thicken it. I let some of the onions burn because tiny bits of burnt bits is so good for flavour. So you see how nice and runny it is, and you're thinking it's not very thick. Well, I'm going to show you how to thicken it up. Let's go. So you get your corn flour into a cup, then you add water and stir it. What you don't want to do is put it in as it is, because you get these horrible, disgusting lumpy bits, and you really don't want that. So you add to your preference. So this is you deciding how thick you want your gravy to be, because I know everybody likes it to their own preference. So obviously you mix it until you get all of the lumps out, and then you just add it to the gravy and let it do its thing, and that's pretty much the gravy. And it's added, you just keep stirring it. It might still look runny, but this is a trust the process moment. Just keep stirring it and it will thicken up. Trust me. It's already starting to thicken. This is not edited in, it is thickening as we speak. You see how thick that is getting now? Bisto who? That is all I'm saying. I'm not going to cut here. I'm going to keep stirring it to show you that it's not edited. It really will thicken. Look how glossy and thick it's looking. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. Okay, at this point I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. So just so it stays a bit hotter. You see how thick it's getting? No editing whatsoever. Look at that. You do not need to buy Bisto again. That is perfect. We're now going to put the Yorkshires in. Well, we'll check the potatoes first, but the gravy is done and very thick. Beautiful. Right, I've turned the gravy down so it just keeps warm, but that looks as thick as Bisto is. But all the nice juicy meat flavours. really, really good. So at this stage, what I've just done that I haven't filmed is got the potatoes out, moved them around, turned them over, because they are getting crispy, but they're not done, but they're getting there, which means when they're nearly done, we can put the Yorkshires in. Yes. And the potatoes are done. We just got to do the Yorkshires and then serve. Yum, yum, yummy. Is my beautiful roast all served up and ready to go. Absolutely delicious. Right, I'm going to tuck in, but I'll see you all next time. Bye everybody.